Hi, welcome to another set of video notes. I hope your time off was productive and you're ready to do something new. So the first thing is we're going to start out in 4.5. We are going to look at how to solve quadratic equations by finding square roots. But before we can even solve equations, we've got to make sure you're good at square roots. Now, you did do this in Algebra 1. Nod with me, you did do this. But we're going to review it, remind ourselves about it. This little notation is called your square root. You are looking for what number times itself times the same number gives you that. Now, you'll notice I've given you a whole big list of numbers. I do expect this on your study card. 20 squared is 400. In other words, 20 times 20 is 400. 15 squared, 225. 14 squared, 196. 13 squared, 169. These numbers might be getting more familiar. 12 squared, 144. We also have 11 squared, 121. 10 squared, 100. 9 squared, 81. 8 squared, 64. 7 squared, 49. 6 squared is 36. 5 squared, 25. 4 squared is 16. 3 squared is 9. And 2 squared is 4. So any of these numbers on the right side, if I said, well, what's the square root of 100? The answer would be 10, because 10 times 10 gives you the 100. Okay, well, there's a couple rules that you need to be aware of with radicals. And they kind of seem to make sense. If I'm multiplying two things together, I can split it up. If I'm dividing two things, I can split it up. It works out either way. And here is your steps for how to solve these. If you are told to simplify a rational or a radical expression, you always need to find the biggest perfect square that will go in without any kind of decimals. Okay? We're going to break it up into the factors. We're going to take the square root of each. If you can actually take the square root of it, if it's on our magic list, you write it out in front. If you can't, it's not on our magic list, then it stays underneath. So we've got 4 examples. We're going to go through these and make sure you've got them. Okay? So here we go. Square root of 75. Now, was 75 on our list? Nope. What is the biggest perfect square that's on our list that goes into 75? Oh yeah, 25. So we found the biggest. Now, 25 goes in how many times? Oh, 3 times. Last step. Take the square root of 25. It's 5, so since we can do it, we write it out in front. Can we take the square root of 3? Is 3 on our magic list? Nope. So it stays underneath. Okay? Now, you might get something like this where it's split apart. What I would tell you is multiply it together. And let's see, 7 times 35 is 245. Okay? And then you might say, well, I don't know. So, look at the numbers smaller than 245. Will 225 go in evenly? Nope. 196? Nope. 169, 144. We're going to keep going. Can you find one? I'll pause and I'll wait and we'll think. And somewhere, somebody watching this video just said, Mrs. Ruff, it's 49. 49 goes in 5 times. So, what is, okay, we've broken it up into our 2 factors. What's the square root of 49? Well, that's easy. It's on our magic list. So it's 7, and the 5 comes along for the right. Okay? Next one. This one looks awful, but remember, you can break it up into square root of 100. Over the square root of 169. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't 100 one of those special numbers? Square root of 100 is 10. Yay! 169. Also a special number. Square root of it, 13. And you are done. Okay? Now, let's look at this last one. 8 times 28. Now, some of you are going to go, ooh, 4 goes in there, 4 goes in there. Let's not automatically jump to that. Let's go ahead and do the 8 times 28, which is 224. And you really want to find the biggest. You could find 4 and figure out what goes in there, but it's going to add more steps. So let's go through, now 224 Start with maybe 196. Does it go in evenly? Nope, 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 nope. We're going to keep going and keep going. Try out 36 just for grits. See if it works. Does 224, can you divide it by 36 and get a whole number? Nope. Okay, well let's try 16. Oh, 16 works? Oh, let's keep using blue so you know this is something I filled in. All right, so 16 goes in 224 how many times? 14. Now, can you take the square root of 16? Yes, it's on that list, so you write 4 out in front. The thing you can't change stays underneath, okay? Now, if you had just broken it up into 4, okay, let's see, that would give you, 4 would go into that 56 times, and you say, oh, that's great, that's 2 square roots of 56, okay? But here's the problem, 56 has a 4 in it as well. Okay, so then you'd have another step, and let's see, 4 goes in there 14 times. Can you take the square root of 4? Yep, it's 2. And you've got that. And at the end, if you can still see it, you do get the same answer, but I sure think this is trickier. Look for the biggest perfect square. Okay, so that is the first part of our notes. We're going to stop there. We'll see how much I assign to you, but we'll probably do another set of notes really quick. See you in a few minutes. Bye.